Hello. Gonna be doing something I haven't done in a while, and that is draw. Okay, got my pen ready. Got, let's see. Gotta set all my stuff correct. Okay, I think this is good enough. Man, it's felt like ages since I've, like, drawn on stream. Well, time to start drawing. And, this is probably gonna be my last drawing in this series of Metroid things that people have probably stopped caring about. Uh, it's just something I wanted to do because I like Metroid. It's one of my favorite series. I might even like it more than Zelda, which is honestly scary. If I like something more than Zelda, you should be very afraid of how amazing it is. Hmm. It's occurred to me that I don't know what the fusion suit looks like. Well, it's not that I don't know what it looks like. It's can't remember what it looks like. I never really spent that long on Metro Fusion. You know, well, the artwork at least. I'm more familiar with like the other forms of Samus. Hmm, nice. Ah, here we are. A nice picture. Hmm. I've also stopped announcing my streams on Twitter because that actually murders my Twitter analytics because no one really likes stream announcements, quite literally, and basically it drags me down. It's really sad. Uh, anyway, what else? I think that's it. Now to like actually start drawing. One of the things I have the most trouble with is framing. I never really know how I want to frame my, I hate the word artwork, my drawing. It's, sometimes it's a challenge, sometimes you like know exactly what you want and it turns out just the way you want it. Very rare, but it's amazing when it does happen. Hmm. So, I'm thinking Metro Fusion, right? But it's, wow, okay. Wait, Nairo can't draw a circle? That's sad. Also, Dark Lord, welcome. My lord. Dark Lord of all. Waluigi. Hmm. So if this is the general like jawline face shape, the helmet would come around like this probably. And hmm. Because I do know that the fusion suit's helmet is super different from like the other ones. It's like super weird. Yeah, I was right. It has like these things that come down. Like the way the helmet works is slightly different, and I don't know why. Uh, yeah, so I'm probably gonna stop announcing my streams on Twitter. If you're subscribed, hit that notification bell because again, YouTube can go suck a dick. I'm gonna get I'm gonna get banned for that. uh, but hopefully you join me for more streams because you enjoy my content. If you don't enjoy my content, that's just That one's on me. Yeah. I feel like maybe this should come down lower. And this will come up here. Uh, yeah. Yeah, I think that's good. And then this will come up like that. Maybe not. Okay. So instead of this stopping there, I think this should stop a bit lower. I was thinking about like fast food recently, like from ye olde days, the old the old days, with like, you know, McDonald's Land, and like how each company's mascots were a bit more active, but nowadays they kind of put them away. Like, you know, Ronald McDonald. How often do you see him these days, huh? Uh, Something's up with my camera. Maybe I need to bring it closer. Okay, give that a go. In every Japanese meme, Ronaldo McDonaldo. I'm pretty sure they call him Donald McDonald in Japanese because they can't do the Ronald. So his name's just Donald McDonald. It's kind of funny. Imagine not being able to pronounce a mascot's name. Ha ha ha. And that connects into like the chat, like the what is that? Like it's kind of her chess piece, but it's not her chess piece. Strange. I mean, it's nice to have variation in the suit. Also, the burgers are better at Hungry Jack's. I don't know. I haven't been to anything recently because it's lockdown. But I don't really eat fast food anyway. Not a huge fan of it. But if I did have a go-to place, it's probably KFC because my mum buys from there non-stop. I think it's a problem. We need help. Not financially, just dietary. It's a dietary problem. Mm. Let's see. I'm kind of doing this based off a JoJo thing because I found it interesting. Like this cover, it's for the end of the world. Um, when Jotaro fights Dio, and because they have the same type of stance as stated by Dio, oh, your stance is the same type as mine. Haha, good thing it can't stop time. Can I wink? Hold on. There we go. Close as I'll get. Yep. Cheap food's good. When something's cheap, it's always good. Because it's cheap. I feel like the lack of financial strain is what makes cheap food taste better. You know? It just feels better. Still, it's not it's not like I don't shell out every now and then. Sometimes I feel like treating myself, which is probably going to be a mistake down the line, but that's okay. Do I close my eyes every time I look down? I do. You racist camera. Hold on, I got this. Just gonna lower my chair. Unless that's the lowest I can go. Fine. I will raise my drawing pad. And now lean back so that. Ha. See, I can do it. No, I still close my eyes. Never mind. Well, can't be avoided. uh, maybe I should have myself auto blink instead. Also. Hmm. Huh. Socioeconomic status affects obesity. Interesting. I mean, just hearing about it, giving it like 3 seconds of thought, it makes sense. Because the cheap food is the bad food. Well, it's not always the good food. Or maybe you're working your ass off at work all the time. You don't have time to make good food at home. You don't have time to prepare ingredients. You're always so tired. Always work to the bone. Or maybe corporate provided food just isn't that good for you, you know. It's interesting. It's a very interesting topic of which I will not touch upon because I do not want to get flamed on Twitter for saying the wrong thing. Although no one will probably pay attention to me, so it's fine. But like, safety first. Oops. I also had to close all my other tabs because I didn't want anyone seeing what I was working on. Because I'm working on something super special. You'll see it in... When does Skyward Sword release? You'll see it when Skyward Sword releases. Hopefully. If I don't finish it by then, it will be very sad. It's super weird. Her tube's connecting to her chest instead of like her what's it called? Into the little tanks on the side of her head. Now they're just kind of there vibing. Kind of wish I could hang out with some people again, but like COVID. Oh wait, that's actually a buzzword on YouTube, so I actually can't say that. Never mind. Pandemic. This thing that is upon us. The granola virus. uh, I've seen some terrible home food, and trust me when I say this, eating it will probably kill you faster than eating American food just because of how toxic it is. How terribly toxic it is. Like, how do they even eat that stuff? It is a miracle. Actually, get hand tracking. That'd be cool. Don't you think? That'd be cool if I got hand tracking. Reference pictures. Okay. Might close this up a bit. Alright. I think that's good. And then, let's see, Jotaro has his hand here, but Samus's arm cannon is on her right arm. So, I think what I'm gonna do is just sort of stick the arm cannon there. Yeah. After I draw the tanks here. I think that's good. No one will notice. No one will notice how bad I am at drawing. Ah! Smash, yes. We have to play Smash sometime. Dude. I'm trying to find a way to like split my Ethernet port so that I can put both my Switch and my computer in there. Because currently the reason why I can't play Smash online is well I only have one Ethernet port and guess what that one plugs directly into. Yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. Risk the stream quality over Smash quality. Hmm. And I'm gonna draw the visor. It's really weird. Her visor got like super wide around the fusion and zero mission era, like the early 2000s. I don't know what that was about. Hmm. Let's see. That'll do. Then I'll actually like draw her face inside because these old suits you can actually see her face very clearly on the inside of the suit. It's Sumass. I do have a Mii fighter named Sumass. It'll be interesting. It's a very interesting Mii fighter. Trust me. You'll kind of want to and kind of not want to see it, depending on who you are. Let's see. I think I have 8 lonks. Yes, I do. And I also have Matt the Mii fighter, like the Mii brawler. No thanks to a certain somebody from back at school. Ah, an interesting time that was. Oh well. Sans Rex though? Hmm. Never the hugest what do they call it? Xenoblade, Xenophobe fan? Can't remember. Either way, I wasn't really into that. Like, I'm not really into JRPGs. They don't tickle my pickle. Please tell me I'm not the only one who says tickle my pickle. Pretty sure I am. I don't think anyone has the lack of self-respect to say tickle my pickle. Let's see. I think this is going pretty good, actually. I remember seeing like an up-close screenshot. Like, they give you like this up-close look of Samus in Metroid Fusion uh, towards the end, and it shows you like that her face is super visible through the thing, and you can actually see like a lot of her HUD. Ah, yes. Yeah, maybe don't abbreviate your Mii's name so that my stream doesn't get flagged. I'd rather, be discoverable. Drawing drawing eyes at this angle is actually really hard. Holy cow. Hmm. Actually, I think I need to adjust the nose a bit. Maybe I'll do the nose a little after I do the helmet here. You remember when they did a cartoon for what was it, Blinky Bill? You know, the chocolate koala for Australia, like Freddo Frogs. Freddo Frogs a thing outside of Australia? It's Cadbury. Yeah, they are. Then they did caramel koalas, and then Blinky Bill was the thing, and they did a Blinky Bill caramel koala, and that was weird. That was a weird time to be alive. I'm gonna move her face forward like that. And then maybe I've gone about this all wrong. Maybe it's the helmet itself. Maybe I need to remove the details on the helmet here, and then I'll draw the visor. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay. So, I kind of wanted a 2D view for this. Blinky Bill was very much a quote-unquote trip. I don't know how else to describe Blinky Bill, honestly. With my current vernacular, I actually find that the more I learn other languages, the more I forget how to speak English. Like, I'll start forgetting, like, stuff like words, like really basic things. And then I'll just not be able to speak the language at some point, I feel like. It's kind of funny, you know. Sacrifice a language, a soul for a soul. But I'd rather, keep one of my languages, such as English. I think this is going alright. That is true, English is indeed a dumb language. My mom sent me something, but it's in like traditional Chinese. The one form of Chinese I can't read. I can read it, kind of. I'm not good at it. Yeah. Who needs English? It's not like most of the world communicates. Well, it's not that English is like viewed as a globally recognized language anyway. You know, who needs that? Hmm. You know what I've been listening to quite a bit? Phantom of the Opera. Good musical. Good musical. A lot of good music. If we all started speaking Hylian though, that'd be interesting. Like if Australia's official language changed from English to Hylian, I feel like I wouldn't have too much trouble reading stuff. Oh, that depends what kind of Hylian though. If you chose, I don't know, like Wind Waker Hylian, I'd still kind of be able to read it. Same Ocarina of Time Hylian, because that's the same as Wind Waker Hylian. But then if you chose Twilight Princess Hylian, I'd have no clue what I'm looking at. The Hylian changes for every Zelda game. That's too thick for Samus. Nah, it's never too thick. Hmm. Man, the SAX is gonna look mad in this style. Eyes too big. And then, let's see. Give her a few more details around the eyes. Like double eyelids. Hmm. Let's see. I'm probably gonna do this in like the manga style that I usually do, but maybe with like a touch of color. I don't know. I'll think of something. It's a very JoJo Samus. Let's see. I think that'll be enough. Hmm. Yeah. Can you draw SAX playing the sax? Hmm. Sure, why not? Uh, uh, how's the saxophone look again? Okay, there's the look at this. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yeah. SAX playing the sax. Alright, we'll put that away for now. So, right now I have this. I think I might have to bring the helmet closer. Sometimes you just gotta close the gaps. And then I think, let's see. I think that'll do. You know, one day I want to do a trip around Japan. Well, a trip to Japan and then around Japan a bit. And maybe I'll have myself accompanied by some friends. Who knows? It'd be really cool, I reckon. Just a bit of fun. Me and some boys. Oop. It's a shame you don't get to see a lot of that, what's it called? A lot of the face that I drew there. A lot of good details. I mean, COVID says no, sure, for now. But maybe when it's over and we're not ravaged by cannibal raiders looking for meat. I read that in like a Tumblr post somewhere. It's like, POV, 10 years from now, like, you're looking, you put it on your jacket and you feel something in your pocket. You pull it out and it's like a face mask. And you're like, haha, what a funny year that was. As you put it back in your pocket, you put on your gas mask and you go out to go shotgun some raiders. Some cannibal raiders trying to eat you. Something like that. It was not a very good looking future in that post, let me tell you. I think. Hmm. Yeah, very exciting future. Uh, I think this visor is good. It's a little off. It's a little too round. You can't see like Samus's little grimace there. Maybe I can pull it out a bit more. That's good enough. It'll do. Maybe I should have drawn it on like a different, what's it called? Layer. I think I should have just made it flat. I know how to fix the problem. Fix it down there, and I'll move that back, and then I'll just copy that contour there, do that, do this, and that looks about done. Yeah, that's fixed. Ah, I'm not having trouble, you're having trouble. See, this is why my stream is titled Watch Me Suck at Drawing. I'm not doing a very good job at drawing. And people pay me to do this sometimes. Ah. Okay. Yeah, that's good. There probably isn't a need to make her Adam's apple English, what I tell you. Sucks. Probably make her Adam's apple a bit bigger. Probably reduce the size of that. Yeah, yeah, that'll do. That'll do. What else? What else? Maybe I can give it more of that sort of angle to it. Yeah. Expand the apple. I can't expand the apple. Let's see. I'll narrow that. Change that. Okay. I think it's arm cannon time. Actually, the fusion arm cannon is quite different as well. Like, how do I grab it? There we are. Yeah, it forms quite differently compared to like some of the other ones. But I think for the most part, it's similar enough to the other arm cannons that I won't get confused. Like, I can still draw it and it looks fairly the same just because of how much is exposed. No, how much of it is exposed here. I think that's good. And then it's got these weird little things on the side here. I don't really know what they are. They're just there. Oh, I should probably draw the shoulder as well, because like that bulges out a bit. Despite the suit being somewhat skin tight, the shoulders still bulge out quite a bit. I think that's good. I'm probably going to use like the base version of the fusion suits, like the blue one in this drawing, just because it's easier. Adds a bit more contrast, you know, blue and orange complementary colors. kind of why my stream, what's it called? What's it called again? Hold on. Brain is functioning. Give me a second. Uh, uh, Thumbnail. My stream thumbnail is blue and orange, or it has blue and orange on it. Ah. All right. Time to draw the SAX. What do I want from the SAX? Let's see. They did make a Metroid Fusion manga, I'm pretty sure, and they also did some for the Prime series, because these were made like in the early 2000s. Yeah, yeah, I think this is what I'm looking for in a sort of villainy kind of look. Okay, then that's good, that's good. And then put the helmet over the top. That's actually quite large. I might have to shrink that down. That'll do. And then I don't need help drawing the SAX. I don't need any kind of what's it called? Reference images, because I straight up know what I'm drawing when it comes to classic Samus. It might be a cause for concern, but I don't think it's concerning that I know exactly how to draw classic Samus. Or at least I know what she looks like from every single angle. Even the back. I've actually got Phantom of the Opera stuck in my head. But like not like the one that everyone knows. I've got Think of Me stuck in my head. It's the one that comes right before the main event. You know what, that reminds me of a story from back when I was in high school. When I was like, this is like, we're talking about knowing Samus from almost every angle. So it's reminded me of this story from where I went to high school, but I was in year 5. Because it's one of those schools, you know. It's the I can accommodate for every grade school. And so there was this guy, right? And he was like a massive Sonic fan. And I was in his class one year. And what were we doing? Doing math groups. Because we did them as classes rather than by learning level. Bit weird. If it was by learning level, I wouldn't have been in that class at all. But I remember he was looking at pictures of who was it again? What's her name? I think it was Blaze the Cat from Sonic the Hedgehog, and he zoomed in right on the chest, and the teacher was walking up behind him, and his friends were like, dude, teacher's coming, and then like at that moment he zoomed right in, and he's like, oh yeah, his words exactly. Ugh. And then the teacher's like, what are you looking at? And then you can see him like turn around, frantically try to close the window and say nothing. Okay, time to draw the shoulder. But yeah, that was an interesting experience from when I was a younger lad. It was very funny at the time. Although it appears no one remembered it as well as I did. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. That's kind of how it went. Oops. It's too thick. Let's see. Looks like Samus is in a bit of a pickle. What do you think? Uh, Waluigi, Dark Lord of all. I'm sure you're aware as to who I'm talking about. The second I said Sonic fan. Yeah. Uh, I don't think it tickles her pickle, and I would hope it doesn't. uh, I mean, that depends on what you define as pickle. Does it tickle her flight or fight response? And if that's what you're referring to as pickle, then sure, maybe. But if it isn't, then most certainly not. No. Also, shout out to that guy who was looking at Blaze the cat with very lustful eyes in the middle of class on a monitor that can be seen from anywhere in that room. Kudos to you. Very bold move. Personally, wouldn't have done it myself. Uh, and congratulations on getting caught. uh, Good times, good times. Uh, Parts of me miss high school, and then parts of me think to myself, "What are you, stupid? Don't go back there." And the teachers were right. They said, "You're gonna miss this. You're gonna blink in year 7, and you're gonna be like, whoa, I'm here. I have a job. I have a family." Well, I'm probably not gonna get that last one. But yeah, I blinked, and suddenly, I'm not in high school anymore. Well, you see, Dark Lord of all, um, I had a more interesting experience at school. I was also a captain, and I did enjoy being that captain. It felt like I was being looked up to, which to some may be a bad thing. Honestly, it's probably mostly a bad thing. Never look up to me. If there are children watching this after the stream, maybe you're watching the VOD. Don't look up to me. Also, my mic might be peaking at some points. That one was intentional. Um, but it's because this mic is garbage and I turned up the sensitivity, but it's still garbage, and so it only like boosts certain parts of it, so it doesn't boost everything. So yeah, you end up with like patches of just random bass boosted bits, and like if you're listening on like a fairly high volume, it'll hurt. A lot of my Discord friends agree. They're like, can you not like, can you not, can you stop that? Can you cease hostilities? Uh, You know, killing the SAX whilst it's chasing you, let's say if you have the gear for it, it's really weird. Because, like, about halfway through, you actually have the gear to fight the SAX properly. And, if you do kill it, it just kind of freezes in place and doesn't know what to do. Like, it doesn't have a death animation, doesn't have any of that, it just kind of freezes. And you're just kind of left there, like, so, like, do I move on, or? It's definitely an interesting experience. Hmm. Let's see. What do you mean this wasn't a part of the script? Getting murdered by the player was totally part of the script. Yeah. Just do something. And it's like, stage fright. Just, you're stuck. I can relate. Stage fright. I used to have to perform at school. Like, on stage. Played music. I enjoyed it. It was a little nerve-wracking at the same time. I remember at one point, one of the teachers asked, "Hey, you used to play piano for the assembly. Why don't you play again?" I'm like, "Oh, okay, sure." And she never followed up. She never got back to me. She's like, "Okay, cool. I'll like let you know, you know, when I want you on." And then dead silence. Yeah, it was a sad, sad time. Hmm. Is this what I want? This is what I want. Yeah, I think this is good. And I don't have like black, like a lot of black background, because I want this area to be dark. Hmm. Something interesting to note about the early power suit, uh the shoulder, like the shoulder balls were like attached to the chest plate, like, and like solid. They didn't move. They were just stuck there, and it's so weird. Nowadays they're more connected to the arm than the chest plate, which is more logical. But like, I'm gonna miss the era of really goofy shoulder balls that just don't move and make zero sense. I don't want my armor to make sense. I don't want my video games to make sense. It's for my escapism. Man, thank goodness you guys don't know how to, like, what's it called? Clip on YouTube. Sorry if you guys learn how. It's gonna be the death of me. Let's see. Now for the fun part. The face. Most of the time in an artwork, the face makes or breaks the character. Oh no, I'm gonna get clipped. I'm pretty sure I'm the only one who can actually clip stuff on YouTube. Hopefully. It'd be really awkward if anyone else could. And if you've learned how to clip, don't clip that. Alright, let's see if I can make this face any, like, particularly menacing. Probably do it in a new tab just to be safe. And maybe I'll make it resemble Dio a bit. That'd be funny. I think it has eyebrows. Hold on, I might need to Google the SAX. Hmm. Imagine if they gave Samus the power to like stop time. That'd be funny. Because Link can kind of stop time. He can stop time for a particular object. He can also, he just has like also really good perception of time. Like he's really fast as well. So there's that. I think the SAX has a mouth. I might be wrong. SAX. I hope this isn't a type of plane. Oh, sweet. Okay. Ah, okay. It has a nose, doesn't have a mouth, and it's supposed to be really creepy. Cool. Got it. Hmm. I think this is going alright. Okay, I know what the problem is. I think I've put, just because of the way I've drawn the eyes, it looks like it has too much expression for the SAX. So what I need to do is remove that expression. I think I need to remove this line here too. And then mouthpiece goes over there, so I don't have to draw a mouth. Wonderful. Hmm. I feel like today's shading is going to rely mostly on lines that I draw rather than color, which is probably better for me, honestly. I can't really color to save my life. It's really sad. Hmm. I think. Hmm. Not quite. Not quite. That'll do. And then in this, I can sharpen up the visor to make it look a bit more menacing. That'll do. Yeah. Something weird is going on outside, and I don't want to deal with it. Okay. I think I have my samosa. Now I can just erase some parts. Just let's see how it looks. Hmm. What do you think? I think it could do with a bit. Okay. That might be better. I think the helmet might be a bit too large, actually. So this goes here, that goes there, and I think, yeah, this is a bit better, and then I pull that back a bit. Maybe pull that back, just that tiny bit more. That way, it has some depth to it, and then, yeah, that's good. Oops. Get my eraser. This does tickle my pickle. Mostly. Okay, that'll do it. Now we have a JoJo kind of looking Metroid face-off between Samus and the SAX. Okay, after I add a few details on, just so I know what I'm doing, I think I'll be ready to go. Need to clean this up here so I don't accidentally draw that. Clean that up. What else? Should be fine. Should be fine. I think I'll... Yeah, that's good. That's good. And then... Maybe... I think that'll do. I think... Oh, wait, no. You know what's missing? She needs hair. Just forgot. Hair. On the way, it looks kind of weird. Oh, but you lose out on all that detail. Ah, I know. I have one little bit of hair there. Right? And then the rest can be like tied back or something. There we go. There we go. Now she looks a bit more human. Okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. And then we will... What was this? SAX playing the sax. I wonder if I can just... And then on this layer, take the giant eraser and I'll just wipe it out. Okay. Okay, yeah, that looks nice. Well, that is a good question, isn't it? Maybe next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll do that. Did I miss any spots on this? No, I didn't. Cool. The new one. Okay. Time to get in the meat and potatoes of it. How long have I been going for? An hour. That took me an hour to draw. Okay. Let's see if I can do this in less than an hour. I hope I can do this in less than an hour. I think the last time I did a drawing like this, it was for Kim Jong-Julie, and I also did that one on stream, which I think was a fairly short stream because it was black and white. But I still went through the same processes. But I don't know. I don't remember how long that stream was. But I did have less powerful technology. I almost said less strong. My grasp on the English language is slipping. very, very quickly. Hmm. You guys want to listen to something while I'm drawing? I feel like just sitting here in silence would be very boring. I might have to come up with my own background music if that's the case. I'll become a composer, it's fine. I'll compose my own BGM. Hmm. Is that too much? I feel like that is. Hmm. I think that'll do. You guys remember when Joe Biden said that his sister is the love of his life? Oh, the memes. The amazing, amazing memes that came from that. I am the background music. Maybe you're right. Maybe I am the background music. Yeah, I'd hate to be the background music. Imagine, like, someone giving birth to an entire human being and all they are is just background music for the person who birthed them. They just follow them around and then they just like scream or whatever, and that's their entire life. Maybe I should be my own background music and like just start singing when I'm drawing. It's like start singing like I don't know German folk songs whilst wearing lederhosen while as I draw. I'm pretty sure Germans got upset at Mario Kart Tour for using that stereotype of Germans always wearing lederhosen. Like they gave Luigi a Wiener Schnitzel and then put him in lederhosen and called it the German alt, and then the Germans got super pissed at Nintendo. I mean, fair enough. It's your stereotype. You have to do whatever you want with it. Lederhosen Luigi was not removed from the game. In case you were curious, he's still there. Pretty sure Nintendo sent out a statement that was basically like, Well, he's just wearing lederhosen. Your fault for for getting offended. Pretty sure that's how it went. Like that, how that scenario ended. Nintendo just like, yep, not our problem, and then left. I mean, if Mario started wearing Chinese clothes, I wouldn't mind. I mean, he's already got half of it down. He's wearing red and a cap. Kind of looks like a communist leader. Oh, I'm gonna get attacked for that. Hope no one doxes me. That'd get awkward. Hmm. Look at all that detail that you're barely gonna see. It's beautiful, isn't it? Does anyone actually like zoom in really far for these drawings you see on Twitter? Like, I feel like most people won't, which is probably a good thing. Cause like if you zoom in on a lot of my line art, it's actually very rough. These days I don't really go back and bother to fix it up. Like, I could leave it like this. I know I'm bad at eyelash, but the second you zoom in, it's like, damn, what the hell is this? Toads are communists. Hmm. I'm pretty sure they are monarchists. Monarchists? Probably not a word, but they support monarchy because Princess Peach is still in power. Oops. I'm gonna start drawing on this face. Maybe thin out the lips a bit. They don't need to be that thick. Hmm. Based toad. Hmm. Samus with thick eyebrows. Now that's funny. Hmm. Gotta use a thinner pen for that. Alright, gonna start on this hair now. Hopefully, I can make something nice out of it. Hopefully. I'm not very good at this. This is all content you came to see, me being bad at drawing. I even advertised it. Alright, eye time. Let's see, I could probably add eyelashes in this stage. And we could probably like make her eyes a bit, what do I call it? Like, narrow her eyes a bit. This is peak performance, my friends. Peak gameplay. And you're loving it. You have no other choice but to love it. Don't these eyelashes just look wonderful? Don't you just think, wow, this artist is so good. I wish I could draw as well as them. They shouldn't. If they do, I'm very concerned for your standards. Okay, that's actually looking pretty okay. Still got a lot more to go though. I like how they made all the tubes really smooth in Metroid Fusion, so that you don't have to bother drawing them. It's really funny. Like, they had, for such a simple style, they gave the tubes a lot of detail in in Zero Mission, but then in Metroid Fusion they're just like, whatever, just draw two green lines, call it a day. Well, you see, uh, Shazam, he's an interesting guy. You know, really cool superhero. I don't know if Billy Batson has the power to draw that well. You know, I don't know any other Shazams. Because, like, he may have the wisdom of Solomon, but is that given dexterity? Like, I don't think there's a dexterity of Dexter in his little set of superpowers, his superpower bento. If I like block out Samus's face, that visor makes sense. Cool. Well, also, if Shazam was so good at drawing, Twitter would recognize it, and Twitter would actually like to see those drawings. But Twitter doesn't. So, here we are. Twitter can go suck a big, stinky popsicle. Gotta keep it family friendly, despite the fact that I have not rated this to be okay for children because I have allowed chat. And if you allow chat, it means your stream is not suitable for children, straight up. That's what the settings say. I have no say in it. I, I don't get a choice. But in reality, did any of us have a choice? To be born? To be given life? Do we have a say in whether or not we get to live? I mean, you know, you have a say in continuing to live, but like, you don't have a say in whether or not you begin living. But then again, what is it to live? If one were to be kept prisoner and to do nothing, are they living? Would they be alive even? What is it to be alive? Is it merely the presence of sentience? Even then, plants don't have sentience and they are alive. Yet, what are we? Okay, that's enough weird questions for tonight. I'm just gonna continue drawing. Let's see. Yes. Well, you see, Shazam has that wisdom of Solomon, and with that wisdom comes that philosophical uh, inquisitory. Ooh, big words. You scared now, huh? You're frightened of my ability to use words slightly larger than usual? Imagine. So, have any of you watched Jimmy Neutron? Because like I've watched a bit of it, and he uses a lot of chemical terms to describe everyday items such as like table salt or iron. And here's the thing: he's technically wrong every time he does that. And also, I'm pretty sure choosing a higher modality or choosing the scientific name over like more common names actually makes you stupider. Because here's the thing. Just because you think you sound smart doesn't mean you actually sound smart. Think about it like this. Sure, you can use a scientific name, but are most people going to understand you? A smart person would know that optimal communication requires that the other person can understand what you're saying. And not everyone understands or knows that salt, another name for salt, well, it's a bit more complicated. Table salt is closest to sodium chloride. However, that's not necessarily the case. There are actually different elements mixed into common table salt. However, Salt is a very, very loose term. It's a very vague term. Salt is pretty much anything that's like a metal mixed with chlorine, I think. Can't remember. There's like an actual definition for salt. But like you can have salt instead that's like instead of, you know, sodium, it's iron or copper or whatever, and that's a salt. A salt. Look out, don't get her. He's being charged for assault. Haha. Ha 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 puns. Apparently puns are a sign of intelligence, which may be true because I'm also told that intelligent people have terrible, terrible communication abilities, and I feel like being very heavily indulged in puns, not communication, but like very terrible social abilities, and being one with puns just makes you socially inept. Like, yeah, we get the pun, but like, can you shut up? I'm the pun guy. Anyway, yeah. Actually, I might want the shoulder, like her other shoulder, to come over a bit. Was that my correction? Why is it so terrible? Okay, cool. You see, here's the thing. Sure, when you say when small word do trick, it makes you seem less intelligent. However, um, well, it's not seem less intelligent. It's more like it makes one seem to what's it called? Communicate worse. Well, it seems patronizing. However, it takes more brain power to actually not only comprehend it but come up with that than to actually say the proper grammar. So it's a bit contradictory when you take out enough words to make a sense and still make somewhat sense, and then make it seem really stupid at the same time. You're putting in more effort than it's worth. I calculated this. Calculated my time, which is still worth nothing, but still. uh, How long have I been at this for? Oh, only half an hour to do this. 26 minutes. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's not all the details, but you know, it's good. I might have to do this in two streams, so I might either stream tomorrow or the day after that. What do you guys think? Yeah, my Lord Dark Lord Waluigi. Look, I don't think you had terrible social skills. You just don't social. There's a difference. One of them's a choice. The other one is just kind of sad. You see, I have the ability to do neither of those things. I'm kidding. I can socialize just fine. uh, they say those who choose to be VTubers don't have friends because real streamers have friends. That's why they're not afraid to show their face. It's not that I don't want to show my face. It's that, hey, look at this. Can you have a moving bird hat? Hmm? Hmm? Do you have one? I don't think so. Yeah. Guess you're not as cool as me. Man, that head looks so fake. I meant the movement. Like, it looks really, really unnatural. I mean, fair enough, it's stuffed thing. I'll fix it later. I also make my own stuff. I don't hire people. Who hires people to make stuff for them? Weak. Pathetic. I still buy Nintendo's products. uh, you know what's really funny? I was watching some Rick and Morty, and then there's like this part where Morty's like, give me free stuff, Nintendo," and then Nintendo sent Justin Roiland a bunch of like the 20, what was it? Yeah, 25th anniversary 3DSs, like 25th Zelda anniversary 3DSs. It was very bizarre. I mean, it worked. Worked in Roiland's favor. wonder if I could do that. You guys think I could get free stuff from Nintendo if I just asked? Nah, probably not. I'm not big enough a name unless Mr. Beast comes along. You know, it's like, yo, looking for small streamers on YouTube. Strange place to be looking for small streamers. I think to look for Twitch first, honestly. Hmm. Oh, damn, you're right. You see, you are smart. You're big brain. I would never have thought of that, because I'm not a freeloader. Just kidding, I'm like the ultimate freeloader. Like, I go out with friends, but only if they're gonna pay for my food. It's it's a problem. I'm not financially stable. Let's see. Okay, we can skip that detail. Oh, okay, cool. On to the next part. Because I'm gonna do all like the black details in one little section, which is nice. What time is it? It is 10:34. I think my stream started. When was it? 9:05. So it's not bad. Okay, just gotta draw this. No problems. I can do this. I'm capable. I'm not bad at drawing. Please don't think that. Please, I beg of you, don't think I'm bad at what I like to do. The one thing I've done my entire life. Please don't say I'm bad at it. That'd be really sad. Yeah, this stream really does lack the background music that a lot of other streamers have. I'll think of something. I'll pull something out of my ass. Don't worry. Don't worry. Hmm. I should have brought like snacks with me. I'm getting kind of hungry. I didn't eat much for dinner. I ate like one child. That was it. Not a whole lot going on there. Oh yeah, Dark Lord of Waluigi. Um, did you were your Google searches fruitful when you Googled how to clip things on YouTube? I should reduce the latency. Wait, I'm pretty sure I've got this on like the smallest amount of what's it called? Stream delay. No. What do you mean no? Fine. Fine. Pathetic. Weak. It's really weird. Some people like the whole purpose on YouTube is to clip things. Like they make it their life's mission to just clip streamers and then stick it up on YouTube even while the stream is still running. So weird. Hmm. I like background music. Maybe next stream I'll find something to play. Like find some music to play. Hmm. If I were to tell myself I think this looks good, that'd be a complete lie. Very unclean in a lot of spots. You know, I just remembered. It's a type of minifigure that I think, what was it, like 2000, like early 2000s, maybe late 90s. I can't remember. I'm not super good with my Lego history, but Lego made Lego NBA stars, right? So like LeBron James, Michael Jordan, all that stuff. I don't know if LeBron James was around back then when they did this figurine line, but they were minifigures, right? But their waists were like spring loaded, and what that let you do, right? It let you pull back on the other half with like a basketball in their hands, and it would toss it. Like it's just a regular looking minifigure, except it's got like NBA stars' faces on them, and it was super weird, but they existed. And I just remember seeing it in a book. Uh, it was so weird. Ah, you're on mobile. No wonder why. Yeah, don't you can't do a lot of things on mobile. On mobile, anything really. Also, this top part of the drawing is why I deactivated all my other tabs, because they don't have titles, right? They were previously unsaved documents, so I didn't have a concern about you seeing like the tab, but like that part there where I accidentally clicked that top part, that always concerns me, because like what if I accidentally click off into some other project and you're like, oh, what's this guy doing here? Hmm. Little sus, little sussy bucker. uh, I'm sorry. I'm very, very sorry. You think if I like try really, really hard to open my eyes, my camera will be able to detect that my eyes are actually open? Well, you see, the reason why I'm saying this is so that next time you see a bunch of tabs, uh, it's that you're not supposed to see what's behind them. Yeah. I wrote myself into a corner. That's okay. I don't need to make sense. I have, uh, not a whole lot, honestly. I live a sad life. What if I had a job? That'd be cool. If I went out and got myself a real job. You ever think about like people who have who run an OnlyFans page? You think they think themselves as like real workers with like real jobs? And if so, you think they pay taxes? Yeah. Think about next time someone says that they have a real job and they have an OnlyFans. Like that their OnlyFans is a real job. Ask them that question. Do you pay taxes? Does the state force you to pay taxes for that bootay or whatever you show off on your OnlyFans? Also, I was thinking of opening up an OnlyFans page, but all I would show was like Gundam posed in different ways. That's it. It's just Gundam. Just nicely painted Gundam, and it's just an OnlyFans dedicated to Gundam. That'd be funny. I think people would pay to see that. Look at how much cleanup I have to do when I zoom in. Ugh, gross. Maybe I will do it. And then when you zoom out, whoa, it's like everything looks super smooth. Not really. Still really rough around the edges. That's okay though. No one will ever notice. Oops. Okay, that's nice. And then I'll true this up a bit. Then do that. Yeah, I think that's good. Oh, man. Hold on, I need to stretch my hand. Oh, okay. You know what? Let's all do a stretch. Okay. Alright, everyone, stand up. Alright, now I'm gonna put my right arm across my chest, and I'm gonna pull back on my elbow with my left wrist. Like my left arm. You know the stretch? I'm doing that one. And then we'll do the same on the other out my shoulder. We'll do the same for the other arm. And now just gonna move my hips a bit. Hips? Waist. Gonna pivot around my waist a bit, you know. Get that stretch. You're in a blanket? Guess what? I'm wearing like a t-shirt, karate pants, and that's it. Don't you go flexing your warmth on me. It's actually not that cold in this room because the PC is running, the door's closed, and I generate enough body heat to like warm up a room in about 20 minutes. Being a living organism, not a living organism, being a mammal is great. You provide your own warmth. Mostly. What do you mean why? I'm just that's what I wear, man. You know me. You've known me for years. Of course I would wear that stuff. Why wouldn't I wear that stuff? Hmm. Now, should I have this in like a dark environment so that a lot of the shading is just black? Or should I have this, just as whatever? Hmm. I'll get back to that later. I don't know. When I say when I say dark, I mean like I'll show you. Open. Open salami. Where is it? I mean something like this. You know, where like it's mostly black, but then you see like highlights every now and then. I think that might be alright. But I don't know how that would work with this sort of style. I'm thinking it's probably going to work against it. Because you lose out on a lot of that detail. Hmm. I'm not having trouble, you're having trouble. Yeah, there is quite a bit of stuff in this picture for like that sort of black comic art style. Hmm. Uh. Hmm. You know, a company once sued Macca's. What was it? $4 million for for ripping them off and gaining worldwide success. Because as it turns out, the guy who came up with Macca's was the same was like trench buddies with Walt Disney, and so when they got back from the war, they they started their respective companies, and one started ripping off the other, and then they started no oh right no so how it started was McDonald's guy wanted to open a bunch of McDonald's franchises in Disneyland, and Mr. Walt Disney was like, "How about no? What if you didn't do that?" And so uh, Mr. Macca's looked for alternatives, and he made McDonald's Land. Ugh, how bizarre. But from McDonald's Land, he made mascots. So you got everyone knows the Hamburglar. Everyone remembers him. You got Grimace. You got I can't remember what the mayor's name was, but like it was something really stupid. You had Ronaldo McDonaldo. uh, then you've got who else? That was it really. A bunch of other minor characters. So The Hamburglers thing, as you can probably guess, was stealing hamburgers. Grimace's thing was stealing, what was it, thick shakes and soft drinks. And then, oh, right, the last guy was some kind of, he was like a pirate that stole very specifically filet o fish. Yeah, very creative. Also, Macca's Land isn't what you think of it. I think it is, probably. Basically, you know how McDonald's has those playpens, little play things? That's kind of what McDonald's Land was. It wasn't very interesting, but it was very successful. In fact, it helps. It helped start off the Happy Meal. Yeah. um. Yeah, it was really weird. Something else as well is that there was this cartoon show, not cartoon, but like TV show that was super popular. Only 17 episodes though, and McDonald's was like, "Hey, would you like to make the same TV show except Macca's characters?" And the producers of that TV show were like, no, no, not really." And so what Macca's did for their ads and stuff, they hired the exact same people that worked on that show. They're like, "All right, go make a bunch of ads." And so that's how it started. I'm pretty sure that, what was that, like 60s, 70s, like that kind of era. And yeah, it was really funny because if you looked at those characters from back then, you think, "Oh yeah, those are Macca's characters." But like, if you saw the characters they were based off of, you think, "Wow, what a bunch of rip-offs." Because like, it looks like they're ripping off Macca's, but it's actually the other way around. Because uh, the characters are extremely similar, and they also sound similar because they use the exact same actors for the exact same roles. So like the guy who played the mayor in the other place, played the mayor in Macca's Land, and all that jazz. And it was really, really funny. Then they got sued for like, what was it, $4 million. And I'm just gonna put this out there. The revenue made from Happy Meals alone for Macca's is like, what is it, 4 billion? No, $8 billion a year. And when I say they got sued for 4 million, that is including inflation. Why do I know so much about Macca's law? No, no, we're not going there. Anyway, moving on from my absurd reach of Macca's law. Um, yeah, that's it. Macca's got sued, and then the Grimace and Hamburglar and all your favorite characters from Macca's that you know and love from the 90s era were born because Macca's was given a grace period of what was it, like a few years to like get their act together and stop ripping off other people. So yeah, that's that's the story of Macca's getting sued for $4 million and Mr. McDonald also being a ripoff. I'm pretty sure there was like an overarching reason as to why I told that story. Oh well, it'll come back to me eventually. Maybe like later in the stream, I'll like suddenly remember like, that's why I started talking about Macca's. Hmm. His bottom lash looks a bit too thick. That'll do. And I think this here is too far out and maybe a bit big as well. Hmm. Also, something interesting about JoJo's Bizarre Adventure that you may not know is that its first appearance in Western media was not the anime by, what was it called? David Productions or something like that? It was actually an arcade game called JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Heritage for the Future. Yeah, came to America as an arcade outside of like, imported manga. But like the game was so successful that, they decided, hey, this would probably work in America. They like their Street Fighters and all that, right? And well, it was successful. Hmm. I don't know if you can't tell this, but like I'm terrible at like drawing. Uh, Good enough. For some reason, in JoJo, the eye whites are always outlined in black. I don't get it. And then we're gonna go and do his, well, its face. The SAX is like an it. It doesn't. What is it? It's a virus. It's a parasitic virus. Or it's actually just a parasite. And it's nice that they use like the actual term parasite correctly. Because a parasite is an organism that basically latches itself onto a host and like benefits from them, but the host doesn't benefit from the parasite. That's called a parasitic relationship, and if you're in one of those, you should probably leave. If you don't gain anything from the relationship and the other person gains something, you should probably get out of that relationship. Not good for you, no. What else? Yeah. So you have symbiotic relationship, right? And that's kind of where the Spider-Man thing comes from, like the symbiote. A symbiotic relationship is a relationship in which two organisms benefit from each other. Babies, uh, technically no, because they're developed in-house rather than latching onto you. But if you're talking about someone else's baby latching onto you and they're benefiting from it, then yes, that is a parasite, and you should get rid of it immediately. Any more questions? Parasites are external, like they're externally introduced to the body rather than internally developed. So yeah, you're welcome. Nothing stops you from putting a baby up for adoption, except for crippling social anxiety of putting a baby up for adoption. Yeah. I mean, sometimes you gotta do what you have to do. You find a baby at your front door that someone's abandoned, like in those movies, you just kind of put it up for adoption. I remember watching the Mario Bros. Movie with a certain set of friends, and Princess Peach hatched from an egg that was abandoned at what's it called? A church, like a cathedral, and also weird. She was raised by nuns. Riveting movie, that one, the Super Mario Bros. Movie. Mushrooms don't talk, Luigi. They've got like that thick, stereotypical New Yorker accent. It's almost offensive. I mean, they are from Brooklyn. It kind of makes sense, but like, Not really. Right? It makes sense to give them that New Yorker accent, but it can kind of come off as offensive. It is an excellent movie. Don't get me wrong. I loved it. I love the Mario Bros movie. It is a masterpiece. It's just that some people don't like it. And I can't imagine why. I can't imagine why you would hate the Mario Bros movie. Like, it's just a masterpiece in every way. You cannot fault the Mario Bros movie at all. It is impossible. Physically impossible to fault the movie. Let's see. This is the more challenging part. Because you got to get the shading just right. It's kind of what makes or breaks a JoJo character. It's the shading. Too much shading, and suddenly it's not good. Like that. I put too much shading. Gotta pull out the keyboard. I'm using this Control Z shortcut I've got on my drawing pad. Okay, cool. Maybe I'll explore Macca's Law in a future stream. Like, I'll go a bit more in depth into it. But like, I kind of miss the old Macca's, where like the playgrounds had what was it? Like they had playrooms with Nintendo 64s in there. Those were cool. Not that I myself experienced it. Yeah, I'm not that old. And I don't go to Macca's that often either. Actually, I was there when they still had like those playrooms. Uh, let's see. I kind of miss old Macca's, not gonna lie. As much as I hate capitalism, I kind of miss old Macca's. It just had that atmosphere that you can't really reproduce anymore. That sense of nonchalantness and carefreeness whenever you entered a McDonald's. It's like all your worries went away as you fed capitalism, as you fed into it. And then we'll just do this. Araki loves his cross-hatching. But like he does in such a way that it's contoured so that like, it meets where it should. Wait, am I done with all the details? Mostly. Yeah. I don't need the pencil to know where to put details. Put them on myself. Ow! My forearm. I think I pulled something. I didn't stretch my forearms. Hold on. Give me a second. Just pulling back. Okay, cool. Odd. Chinese warning of some kind of scam, I think. I don't know. Let's see. I reckon, actually, I could put some around the edges, like, of the visor. Like on the inside there. Show that, like, the SAX doesn't have that same internal light as Samus does. It makes it also look a bit creepier. I think the same type of shading in the eyes themselves. Show like roundness, but like with the lack of pupils, you know. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah. And let's see, we'll make the light source Samus's visor. So that means the SAX only receives light from Samus herself. You know what was also quite common, especially back in Malaysia? A&W joints, like restaurants. Tell your internet to stop being racist to Asians. My goodness. It's kind of strange. I've received very few racist remarks about being Asian, despite the fact that I hear a lot of stories about Asians receiving racism, being on the receiving end of racism. Now, it's not that I don't believe them, because I've seen videos of it, but I myself have never been on the receiving end, which is probably for the better. Hmm. That's probably the case. Like, I heard several articles about Asians getting mugged and, you know, being called slurs and whatever on the street by like different people groups. It's very strange. There's not one people group, it's like multiple. Makes you think. Hmm. Anyway, enough about that. Don't want my stream to be about that. Let's talk about JoJo. Specifically the JoJo art style. It's quite interesting when you see Araki draw, like making, like, you know, bits of JoJo art. You can see him go through like Renaissance books, not Renaissance, but like classical art books, and I find that kind of weird. You know, that he goes and references like artworks to make his JoJo stuff. I'm not saying that his JoJo stuff is bad. It's just interesting that he goes to classical literature, not literature, artwork to actually like draw his stuff. Like he gains ideas from classical art. It's so bizarre. Almost like JoJo's Adventure. Connection maybe? uh, hmm. Hmm. I never really used sketching techniques in my art. Well, until I started doing JoJo style artworks. And to this day, I don't think I've ever drawn like a proper drawing of any kind of JoJo character. Like, even Jotaro, the character that I draw the most, or at least parody the most, I never have actually like drawn Jotaro properly. It's always been like in a meme format of some kind, or like I'm kind of parodying it. Like I've got Jojo in a Sailor Moon outfit, but it's not like an actual Jotaro with Star Platinum. It's kind of weird. I've never actually taken the time to draw Jotaro. He is also my favorite Jojo out of all of them. he is one of the most developed JoJos because he's in every single part after he's introduced, which is quite interesting. They don't do that for any other JoJo. Do I need? Nah, don't need. Hmm. Then I'm gonna shade this top lip here. So that's pretty much all the faces drawn up. What next? Hmm. Hmm. Probably some hair, like the tiny bit of hair that I gave Samus here. I'll probably, detail that up a bit more. That'll do. And then what else? What else? Probably like the shoulder here, maybe. I used to play a lot of Metroid at school, just on my iPad with like an emulator. And iPad emulators are really hard to download because Apple's like, oh, what is that, pirating? Not on my watch, and then they'll revoke the emulator's license. Oh, goodbye, Dark Waluigi. Waluigi Dark Lord. Hmm. Kind of miss those days where all I would play was like Metro Fusion Zero Mission. Just at school. Nothing else better to do. Those are more simple times. Man, that cross hatching just looks really messy. Doesn't even look good, it's just messy. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe somewhere around the tank here. How long have I been at this for? 2 hours and 15 minutes. I don't know if this is the right kind of shading for this. How about, instead of this kind of shading, actually increase my pen size. And then try something else. Like, this style works for the faces, but probably not for the armor. I think this will do. Yeah, this is alright. That'll do. Whew. What else? Probably inside the helmet there. That'll do. I think. Yeah. Yeah, maybe some under here. Hmm. Okay. What next? I think this will just be pitch black. There's like a bit of white. Okay, I think that's good. What else? Hmm. Maybe do some pipe work and do some detailing on the pipes. That'd be pretty neat. Okay, I think that's it for that pipe. I think I'm gonna do this pipe as well. You know what I forgot to do? This entire time. I actually forgot to put tags on this thing. Uh, drawing VTuber. Oops. Alright. Maybe that'll fix it. Oh, good morning, Zemes. How are you? I'm alright. You know, I've just been drawing for like almost 3 hours. 2.5 hours. So, I could probably do with another stretch. But I'm also kind of stuck when it comes to the shading. Hmm. Let's see. Yeah, I think that'll do. Hmm. Okay. What else? This part here. Maybe a little too close together. Oops. Hmm. Hmm. Where else do I put shading? Shading's always such a challenge for me. I'm not very good at it. I'm only good at that like pitch black style where like you make a certain area pitch black and then you carve out where you want the light to be. It's a strange method, but a very familiar one to me. Hmm. Where next? Uh, Probably around here. Oh, what's gonna happen to the VTubes in the next years? How long ago did you send that? Oh my gosh, I wasn't paying attention. Um, I don't know, honestly. Like, I feel like they're thriving now quite a bit because of current. Can't say that because of the granola bars, but granola buyers. Well, that's what we're gonna call them, granola buyers. I feel like they're thriving quite a bit now because of granola buyers. Because I remember the stats on them very early on. I used to actually monitor like VTuber stats, and they weren't super high. They were quite high, but only in like the Japanese demograph. Not a lot of overseas bros were watching. But when the coronavirus came about, god damn it, not again. When the granola buyers came about, yeah, they'll most certainly become more of a company thing. Uh, because as you can see, there are already like different groups like Niji Sanji, Cover Corp, Hollow Live, Hollow Stars, all that were already pretty established. But you got new ones coming out. And you got like V Shoujo, I think that's a new one with like Nyanas and Iron Mouse and the lewd one and the fruit. I don't know. I don't know much about them. I'm gonna get flagged so hard for like so many different things. They're like when YouTube sends me the email, they're gonna be like, "God damn, where do we start?" uh, I'm gonna end up being one of those YouTubers. Uh, they're not all lewd. Iron Mouse isn't intentionally lewd. Nyanas, yes, 100%. But the lewd one, she was actually on the hub for a while. She used to make videos for that. That was like her earlier work. Um, what else? There was Kizuna Eye. She was picked up by a No, she wasn't picked up by a company. She was actually co-developed by a company, and that led to Kizuna Eye becoming a streamer. It's quite interesting. What else? Off the top of my head, I can't really think of much else. I'm not actually super into VTubers. uh, yeah, Project Melody. Actually, Sid Snap became a VTuber after making like a joke video. V Shoujo pulled her on, and it was really funny. When I saw it, I was like, wait a minute. When I saw a clip of her describing what she was, just in the back of my mind, I was thinking, no freaking way. She did it. She became a VTuber with that silly avatar. Well, I'm not only into Hololive, but I'm mainly into Hololive. I know like a few others. I know there's this goblin, like a literal goblin on Twitch, I think it was, and she uses VTuber Studio. I know this because she has that same head pat GIF that you can use. What else? I don't know, but the way I see it, VTubers, they're gonna become like a new medium kind of thing. Like, I feel like it's gonna bring the idol kind of idea to the West. And it's not like we don't have our own quote unquote idol groups. They're more like boy bands and girl bands. You know, that's kind of what like an idol group is. Except an idol group has a bit more restrictions on it. Like how the members can act and all that. Because I think one of the ones in Japan, there was a rule about no dating, and she was caught dating some other idol, and then she shaved her head bald, and then she made an apology video, and they allowed her back. It was super weird. I don't get it, but I feel like that idol culture isn't really gonna like completely translate over. It's probably more like they're gonna take the idea, but they're gonna again, as usual, put their own little spin on it. Uh, Most countries do this anyway. Like they just put their own little spin on an idea that they really like. And I swear to God, if one of you says cultural appropriation unironically. uh, Look, to me, the way I see it, there isn't a problem with adapting a particular part of culture. Let's say Lolita, right? That's technically European fashion. And that, by the, is an appropriation of European fashion, and the Japanese have taken that, something they like, put their own little spin on it. Like, to the point in which it's almost become synonymous with Harajuku. Like, straight up. So, yeah, Guri Ward says, yeah, I'm personally more of a fan of how Niji Sanji manages their talents because it's more of a platform rather than like a Hololive, which is that sort of boy band approach. Yeah, yeah. I don't know much about Niji Sanji. Like, gonna be completely honest. I know some Hololive members were originally gonna go to Niji Sanji, but uh, the way I understand it is that Niji Sanji is closer to a streaming group, and Hololive was originally a streaming group, but has started leaning more towards the idol sort of idea. It's interesting, to say the least. I find that some of them aren't really suited to be idols, like singing wise. Like Amelia Watson. Um, she had to take singing lessons. It's interesting. But yeah, she took singing lessons to become part of Hololive. Not to become part of, like, when she did, she had to start taking singing lessons. And all of them take dance lessons as well, because again, they're making that shift to what's it called? Idolness, idolism. Mm. Yeah, I feel like it's gonna, like, there are two ways it could go. Like VTubers, you could either A, like, end up being like a big corporation thing, or B, you could end up, you know how some people have like what's it called, those sponsorships, like how certain gamer groups have like uh sponsor sponsors and all that. Like they have, I don't know what they're called, gaming leagues or something. I don't know, but like something like that where like it'll be somewhat prevalent in the small scale as well. I'm not gonna lie, I started of thinking about starting my own little group that I would invite people to come on to, like to join. But I don't know if people would be interested in that. I don't think they would be. I feel like Yago himself would definitely want to lean towards that, just judging from his personality. Yago's a fun guy. I remember one of the streams, it was mentioned that, oh, I can't go on a vacation with you girls because I get recognized. Like, he's aware of his own infamy. Not gonna lie, this this face right here is really unsettling. just, just the no pupils and no eyebrows, no facial features. It's just creepy. What time is it? Oh, it's almost midnight. Okay. Well, I might have to end my stream really, really soon. I didn't even get to color this thing. I mean, for the Return to Samus one, I didn't really color it in either. I didn't have the time. Hmm. I'll probably split this drawing stream up into two parts. Just like JoJo. Yeah. But should I stream tomorrow? I feel like streaming tomorrow wouldn't be bad. I've got time, pretty sure. I should have time tomorrow to stream. Yes, I'll do that. I'll stream tomorrow around the same time again, maybe? Uh, I typically try and find a time in which my audience can manage. Because, it's not like I bring people towards me. They don't flock towards my streams. I gotta cater towards them, the viewer. So, yeah. Um, yeah, it looks like I have to stop for now. It's not much, but it's honest work. Let's see. I've put the what's it called, the face shading there on like the main, oops, SAX layer. Ugh. It's kind of disturbing. I feel like I could start a drawing just with like all this shading here. But like, I feel like to make the SAX a bit more villain looking, all I gotta do is add like shading around here, you know, like dark spots around here maybe, around here, and then a larger one here, yeah, and then here, here, probably that side exposed, and maybe like color this entirely black. Yeah, I think that's a good plan. And this, I do plan on like making this a different shade from the other colors. Like I'm thinking the visors will be on different layers so that I can just change the transparency of it. That'd be cool. Yeah. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna end the stream here. My head's starting to hurt because it's so late. So I'll see you guys next time. Be sure to like, subscribe, uh, push that notification bell. I'm familiarizing myself with all these terms. Click that notification bell so that you get notified of when I go online. And I'll see you next time. Bye.